Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to my hospital series. Again, for those of you that may be new, I was in the hospital for severe depression and anxiety, and I was just discharged on the 26th of August. So I'm a couple days out, but I wanted to do a series and just let you guys know what I went through and just kind of what's been happening. So if you missed video 1, I will link it below. But for this video, we are going to talk, or I am going to talk about just the details of the floor, the rules that we had to follow, and meals. So details of the floor, basically it's set up so there's two sides. There's the side 200 and side 100. 200 is regular, I guess just regular patients, but there is something over there that we call PICU. So basically, PICU is like psychiatric ICU, intensive care unit. So you go there if you feel, or the doctors and nurses feel, that you're going to hurt yourself, if you're violent, things like that. So I didn't really go over to that side of the floor much. I think I went over twice. And one was for a group, and one was just to borrow a book from the library. So, yeah. Thankfully I wasn't over there. But I was over on the 100 side, which had a wide range of people. Wide range of people. Like, you'd have people like me who, I probably just look sad a lot, really. And then you had other people that were really, really hyper, and people that were angry. There's one person there that talks to themselves all the time. So you literally have a mixed bag of excitement going on. So details of the floor. There are a lot of meeting rooms where you go and meet with your doctor and his team. So you basically meet with your team. And there's a giant nurses station that we lovingly refer to as the fishbowl. And that's literally what it is. It's huge, and it's where all the nurses are all the time. If you need like your medicine, your pills, or anything like that. Every nurse is different. Some nurses would bring them to you and find you. Other nurses, you have to go to them. It depended on the nurse. Maybe it depended on the day. Who knows? And then for rules, I wouldn't say there are a lot of necessary rules. The biggest thing was phone chargers or tablet chargers. You're not allowed to have them because it's a cord. You can't have them. So how do you charge? Well, in the dining room, there is a wall that has an entire section full of chargers, and it's in a plastic case, and we can't pull them out. So if you want to charge your device, you have to go into the dining room. You can plug it in, and you can choose to leave, or you need to stay there. You are allowed to have phones, tablets, all of that stuff you're allowed to have, which is good because that saved me. Charging was kind of a pain in the butt, but hey, that's the way it is. They do room checks. This was something I had to get used to. Basically every hour at night they do a room check. So they will open your door, make sure people who are supposed to be there are there, and close the door and move on. And they do it every hour. I know they do it every hour at night, and I think they're supposed to do it every hour during the day. But in all honesty, they came in maybe 3 or 4 times a day. And a room check, they can come right in your room. Like at night, it's just to ensure that there's, you know, 2 people in the beds and you're good. During the day, they'll actually come in and they'll check for people. They'll look in the bathroom. You know, just make sure that you don't have anything you're not supposed to. So you don't have a great deal of privacy. Some of the private rooms which I was in do not even have a bathroom, so you need to use the kind of community bathroom. And there's 2 or 3 of them on the floor. Showers. Let me just tell you, showers are difficult. Nobody has a shower in the room, so all there is like community showers or floor showers. I think there's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 or 6 of them, and they have a card that goes on the front that says clean or dirty. So during the day, the cleaning stuff is there all the time. So if the shower's used, it's pretty much cleaned like within 30-40 minutes. The only trouble I found was Sunday evenings. I love to have a nice hot shower on Sunday night just to try and relax. And I went to try and have one, and we walked the entire floor, and every single shower was dirty. And I was with the orderly, and he said, they won't be clean until sometime tomorrow, so if you want one tonight. It's horrible. It was so horrible. Not when I say dirty, I mean it was used. So it doesn't mean that there's like gross stuff in there. But I had flip-flops for the shower, just in case. I always got an extra towel, so I had something to stand on to dry off. Yeah, so that was always exciting. And meals, yay! Meals are the same, so they have a like Sunday to Saturday schedule of meals, and it's the same thing every single week. So you get kind of bored eventually, but at the same time, they have an alternate menu. I didn't get the alternate menu because I was on the diabetic menu. So the alternate menu basically is just a sheet of paper saying other things you can order. So everybody was getting a dessert. Everyone was getting a dessert, and I'm sitting there with like crackers or like shortbread cookies, and I'm like, I need something sweet. This is crazy. So I started asking for sherbet or sorbet, and I started getting it. So that was a nice thing. But let me see if I can remember all the meals. So there was baked spaghetti, which is just spaghetti mushed into a square and I suppose baked. I'm gonna go with probably nuked in the microwave. You can get that, and then of course you can get like a salad and fruits and other things like that. There was, Saturdays were the best. That was chicken Caesar salad day. We always look forward to that. When you're there, of course you start getting passes, and you're not even there to eat it, but it was still good. There was barbecue chicken, which when I had it in Emerge, I actually liked it. And then I got to the floor and I didn't like it, which was really weird. So nights like that, because it comes with rice, I would just ask for like 2 orders of rice to have. That way I'm still having a substantial meal, and I don't have to eat that nasty chicken. Okay, let me see, what else did we have? We had beef stew night, and you always get to choose between a couple different things. So it was like beef stew or falafel, or beef stew and pork loin and mushroom sauce, things like that. So there'd always be options, but what I'm telling you is what I would normally get, and I'd usually get the beef stew. There's one night where they have tomato soup as like a appetizer or side, and I would get like 2 of those and just combine them because they're really small. Like, I'm talking, you get that much in a small container. That was too like small. So I would get like 2 of those, put it together, boom, I got my meal. So, what else was there? Oh, there's one day where there's actually chicken fingers and red skin potato wedges. Not horrible. The only thing that sucked for me is the only kind of sauce I could get was barbecue, and I don't like barbecue sauce. So I'd usually have like my roommate order an extra plum sauce or something, because there's just some things you just can't sacrifice. And every night you'd have juice. I would have like a juice, either apple juice or the tomato vegetable juice was kind of my go-tos. And I'd always have tea. Every single meal I would have tea. And I loved it. And I haven't been doing it here since I've been home, but I have been really busy. But it's something I definitely want to start doing because it's just like a comfort thing, especially at night. And yeah, it's funny. I mentioned the alternate menu, right? So my last day, so we always fill out our menus the day before. So I was filling it out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna ask for some stuff. So I asked for breakfast. I asked to have like a regular milk, and then I asked for chocolate milk. I got it. Breakfast was always the same: Rice Krispies, banana loaf, a yogurt, and whatever I have to drink. Usually apple juice. You learn very quickly that you always order more so that you have something to eat later. Mornings usually went by pretty quick, but you eat lunch and then everything kind of slows down. So you remember to order extra so that you can save it, like muffins or breads or anything like that, and you can always eat them later. I think that kind of sums it up for meals. They were nothing exciting, but when you're there, it's probably the most exciting part of your day because you get a meal, you get to see what you got, see what you didn't get. But my last day, I asked for a grilled cheese for lunch, and I asked for a hot dog for dinner, and I got them. And this was a good hot dog. This wasn't like what you would expect from a hospital, like the shriveled up, tiny, yeah. It was like a big beef hot dog, and it was really good, and it was so nice, because on my last day, that's what I had, so, it was perfect. And sorbet. So yeah, that's about it for my meals. I think I've pretty much given you as much detail. My next video is going to be detail of my rooms. I was in 2 rooms, and my first roommate and then my second roommate. And I'm also going to talk about my scary blood pressure night. So stay tuned for that. That will be up on Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.